Hi folks, it's day 2 of my build of the Wingnut Wings SE5a. My favorite airplane of the Great War from my favorite model company that really focused, actually exclusively focused on Great War airplanes. Now, if you're familiar with my channel and have been here before, what I'm about to say will come as no surprise. In the event that you're new and are looking for a build video of a Wingnut Wings kit or a 132nd Great War airplane or some combination thereof, I want to suggest that you check in as soon as possible to the YouTube channel Flying Circus Models, which is from the creator Oleg over in New Brunswick. And there you are going to find a treasure of build videos from an award-winning model builder and a great guy. I think for most of you who have been on my channel, you already know about Oleg anyway. But let me return to this. So what's going on here is my odyssey and the process and journey I will go through to build this plane, this kit. You won't see any actual building on any of my videos because I don't really have any decent camera equipment or setups or tripods to be able to do that, to record while I'm cutting, scraping, sanding, painting, gluing, cementing, whatever. And even if I did, I'm not familiar with how I would do that under the or under the scrutiny of a camera. So I'm going to record sort of what goes on here because my hope is that after a few months' time, and I'm pretty sure it's going to take a few months, this project will result in something pretty good. And this is my 4th Wingnut Wings build. I think I'm finally ready, and I've learned a lot from what worked well with my 3 prior builds and what didn't work so well. Now, none of the what didn't work so well has anything to do with the models themselves. It's my mistakes and foibles as a model maker. So, with that really long introduction, let me tell you where I've come in the last 24 hours. Well, a long time ago, I found these 2 volumes of books that were available online, Air Modeler's Guide to Wingnut Wings. This was volume 1. There's a second amazing volume. And sure enough, in volume 1, of course I have both of them, there's a build of this particular kit. And this is with the livery of the Royal Australian Air Corps plane. Just a wonderful, amazing build by a builder called Richard Kamine. And he is obviously, if not a professional model builder, he should be. I mean, this just stunning, not step by step, of a visual photo essay of what he did during the process to build this extraordinary kit. Now, I'm going to use this a lot because he also used the aftermarket HGW photo etched package with custom decals and many, many photo etched parts. And all of these still pictures, I think, are going to help me, hopefully help me, build my kit. And these pictures here, focusing in on the cockpit area, the interior, do reinforce why it might not be a wise idea to put a pilot figure in it's going to be hard enough to see much of this incredible detail once the fuselage is closed up. When you drop a pilot in, which I intend to do, even more of that will be obscured. But that's the name of the game. Anyway, I'm going to be using this as a check to see painting and where all of those amazing photo etched parts go, at least inside the cockpit. And yeah, so now on to what I've done. This kit comes with, let me get this out of the way. All right, drop that on. Okay, so the kit comes with 2 sets of fuselage halves. This one is the one with the, what I'll call the distressed canvas in the midsection of the fuselage, which is really cool. And I haven't removed that from the frame, as you can see. And then there's a duplicate set of a duplicate fuselage with smooth canvas. Okay, now why am I showing this? Because actually what I've accomplished in a very plodding and slow way is I wanted to show you, and what I want to show you is the inside of these, of the fuselage. And let's see if we can get, oh, I hope this is focusing. It's so tough with an iPhone. There we go. Okay, I think there are about 16, 18 sink marks on each half. Now, normally, I don't bother to remove sink marks or fill them in, but I said, you know what? Even if none of those show, I'm going to do this right, or the anal retentive way. So that's a sense of, there's the unadorned fuselage right on the frame, all of the sink marks in their glory. Okay, now here's what one side of the fuselage looks like after I have filled in sink marks. And in the past, when I have filled in stuff, I've used Tamiya putty, which is pretty good. It dries fast. I don't know if it's the most durable stuff, and it's a little bit flaky and dusty. So I decided, in this case, these sink marks are not filled with Tamiya putty. But I did use Tamiya extra thin cement, but this is my bottle of sprue goo, which is made, of course, by just dropping in lots of plastic styrene sprues until they dissolve and make a creamy, gluey cement mixture that you can brush on into seams, into gaps, and into sink marks, and let them dry. And you can see I started the sanding process in the back there, not so much in the front. So that's that. And then what the fuselage will look like after I sanded out, let those that sprue goo dry, sanded out the sink marks. And by the way, you might notice that the bracing disappeared too. The cross bracing inside the fuselage. Up here, it's gone now. Of course it's gone, because the sink marks have been filled mostly, at least as far as the eye goes, and so has the cross bracing, which will be replaced by thin wire. And I have primed the inside and the outside of this side of the fuselage with Tamiya extra thin, or what's superfine surface primer, gray primer. Okay, now that's in terms of accomplishments, not a whole lot in 24 hours, but you know, it's kind of fiddly, a little bit tedious, for me a little bit time consuming, And one of the mistakes I've made in builds in the past is due to my impatience, trying to rush through work. So I'm not going to do that on this project. It's going to be a little bit at a time. I don't know how many build videos, or actually after each step video is probably a better way to put it, recording of progress videos there will be. I'm not going to number them because I'll lose track. But that's where I am, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm glad I've got a great guide to use as a step-by-step check, that book. And if I ever want to see the whole process, repeated model by model, not just Wingnut Wings, but also including Rodin and Copper States, and there are probably some others in there as well, then I turn to Flying Circus Models and look what my colleague and the great modeler Oleg has done. And again, if you haven't been to his channel, check it out. Now, it's still just the middle of the day. I probably will come back and later this afternoon and finish sanding out the fillings of those sink marks and erasing those cross bracing lines, and then give it a shot or two of gray primer. And that will be that for the day. Thanks for watching.